I have definitely had a great opportunity to work with the White Hat Fellowship. I worked in very high levels of the executive branch and got really good exposure to what it's like to work for the government. When we think of political activism, we usually think of, what happened with the Bernie Sanders campaign. All these people came out of the woodwork and were impassioned by his message, and, they are kind of what we immediately think of in terms of political activism, right? It's like people who never really cared about it before now are really excited, and they're going to the volunteer offices, and they're sending out flyers, and they're doing robocalls, and they're trying to influence everybody to vote for their candidate. The political activism is a lot more kind of achievement-oriented. Sort of the objective is just to hold your ground as opposed to achieve some change, right? I think that's why a lot of people are really unsatisfied with Congress and government, and has a lot to do with why President Trump got elected, because although I'm not a supporter of the president, he was not afraid to say whatever he felt like saying. And I think even if people didn't necessarily agree with him, they found it refreshing that he didn't care. And that's another element of political activism, which is how much money is involved now in swaying policy decisions. So he didn't care what people thought because he self-funded his campaign. He wasn't in the pocket of any moneyed interests at all. So I guess that's another way that I think political activism has changed, is that it's so tied to who has the most money.